legal side of that. See if they actually have like a written agreement, and if they do, you know, like what are the results of that or something.
Some examples of what we talked about, different aspects of this. There's how the terms of service have changed based on the lawsuits they've gotten. There's the Viacom suit in of itself is kind of a big thing. There's kind of the other suits before Google took over. There's kind of like there was a suit of a journalist like sued Google by himself because like they took some of his LA riots video. So it's kind of like the little lawsuits, the big Viacom one, terms of service. There's how companies have tried to make like symbiotic relationships with YouTube. Like CBS has done like something where they're like encouraging YouTube to show their stuff because it's increased their viewership.
Well, I believe also, I mean, I don't know the details. Didn't Congress like pass something to do with like digital rights?
Yeah, in 1998, the Digital Rights Act.
But that was pre-YouTube, huh? Because YouTube was like 2005.
Right, but that's what YouTube's been hiding behind, is saying they've been hiding behind the safe harbor clause, which says that any media that just kind of library, an archival online thing cannot be responsible for the stuff that its third-party users upload. That's what they're trying to hide behind, and that's
that's like one thing in and of itself, like what laws or acts or whatever
in fact,
YouTube is using behind them, and I guess that links to terms and agreement. But like, I think that's one section in itself. Like, what's YouTube like? Their biggest defense.
Unless someone has a preference, I'd really like to do the Digital Rights Act and that for my project.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's hear a quick report out from each group about what you decided today. Just a little bit about what's going on. So the legal group.
Over here.
Legal Eagles. Okay.
So we're going to break into 3 groups. Samantha and myself are going to work alone, and they're going to work together. I'm going to work on kind of the Digital Rights Act and the precedences Google has been using to defend themselves against lawsuits. If you guys want to talk about what you guys are working on.
I'm going to focus on the smaller lawsuits that come more from like individuals, like trying to sue or angry with like YouTube and Google. And I'm also going to look at like any videos that are up about people like wanting to sue Google or want to take legal action against them or mad about some legal action against them, which kind of goes into like if their video got pulled, they think it's like completely unfair and like whatever.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and we are going to focus on the larger lawsuits, those being filed by corporations such as Viacom, Universal, and also just sort of examine how that has affected terms of service and other copyright issues connected to the site.
Make
Okay.
a video, take all 3, put them together, and make one next.
Okay. 1 10-minute piece from the 3.
Yeah, it'd be like 3 minutes.
Okay, and remember, I sort of forgot to remind you that if any of the groups can do anything you can do on YouTube, I would like you to try hard to sort of start there before you go out. So like the idea of looking for angry posts on YouTube, I think is a really interesting tactic in relationships with legal group. Okay, the political group?
We're going to focus on the CNN YouTube debates.
Yesterday's?
Yes.
Okay.
And the Democratic one.
Yes.
When are the Democratic ones?
The Democratic one happened over the summer.
Oh, there's not another one though.
Well, there is another Democratic candidate.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Are there any coming forward? So are you going to?
We're just gonna examine just the CNN YouTube debates in general. All of them.
Through YouTube or off of YouTube?
Both.
So you sort of start on the page and see what you see.
Yeah. Then we're gonna go off YouTube to kind of try to get a gauge of public reaction to see what the effect of the debates were, see how